If you look at, if you think anywhere in the world about security, let's say any dramatic event that happened in your life, you lost your job, or your parents got a divorce, or somebody you loved very deeply died, right? Those are the moments that people feel tremendously disturbed and upset, and very often feel that their capability to act is really harmed. You can't be free and do what you want anymore because there is this situation in your life that completely undermines you. What is that situation in your life that completely undermines you? It's a sense of security that is no longer there. You had a sense of security, it's gone, and everything changes. So I think this debate about balancing is false. Security is at the heart of defending people's human rights anywhere in the world. If you don't have that sense of security, you cannot do anything else. You cannot feel free. You cannot enjoy whatever else you're supposed to, be having or enjoying, even in terms of rights. Having security is a precondition for any human being to be able to enjoy human rights. I think where the debate got skewed is because in a very slippery way, security debates have actually become much more about security of states, or the states claiming that it knows best for citizens without actually explaining why it knows best. Because in some cases, states are perhaps the best ones to act on an issue. But shouldn't we all then have a right to know at least what is the problem, and also as much as possible what is the solution? Is there oversight in whatever you're doing, etc. So I think there's even the notion of balancing supposes that they're two separate things. Actually, if you think about it, they're not, or they shouldn't be. Security is integral to everything else that we do. Governments say there are all these big bad things which you're not supposed to know about in the first place, but they exist and we will deal with them. I see this as a government tactic to claim power in ways that they shouldn't be. I'm not saying that there aren't any cybersecurity threats. I think they do exist, and I also think we need to take them seriously. But it's government's responsibility to explain to people in ways that people understand what those threats are, and also why the solution that they propose is the best solution to this particular problem, and they usually don't. Clearly, I mean, in the past week, we've seen that even governments that claim to be the big defenders of internet freedom do things that clearly undermine that. And to come back to your earlier question of what does all of this mean for people in developing countries, I think when established democracies in Western countries that like to hold themselves up as examples do things that so clearly go against the rights of people, it's really harmful for the work of internet activists anywhere in the world. So I think that duplicity of governments is really problematic. And for that reason, it's early to tell. I think some governments need to clean up their act a little bit. And then we'll see how it progresses. I'm glad people are talking, though, and I'm very happy events like this exist, so that we have the opportunity to speak to governments, right? I can sit on a panel and say all these things. And then start a conversation with them. So that opportunity is fantastic, but the results, I think it's too early to call the score on that one.